introduce yourself. State your name, pronoun, relationship with the K-pop club.
Okay. My name is Sarah Zhang. My pronouns are she, her. And K-pop club, where do I even begin? I've been a part of it for 4 years. It's been a staple in my undergrad career, and for the past 2 years, I'm so grateful to be June captain. Dance has been just a huge part of my life since I was probably 4 years old. Not to say I was any good at it for many years, or that I'm ever good at it now, but before coming to Andover, I'd never really danced like K-pop, hip-hop style before. I've mostly done like ballet, gymnastics, like some folk dance. But coming to Andover and seeing that there was a K-pop club here, and K-pop being one of my biggest passions at the time, I thought I'd just dive headfirst into K-pop dance. And it's one of the best decisions I've ever made, because I found really just my favorite community on campus here. And dance-wise, I think K-pop has really helped me become just a more confident dancer, become more confident in myself and on stage. And I think I'm just forever grateful for everything that this club has taught me, not just dance-wise, but just how to work with different people. I got to meet so many cool people through it. So this was 2020. It was really crazy because it was Phil Ko and Emily Huang. Huge shout out to them. They really kept the club going through the pandemic, and it's the reason why we're still here today. They held a dance workshop for the song Dope by BTS just in the middle of the Great Lawn, and it was just a few people showed up. I remember it was me and Ripley and maybe a few others, but I think that's the first time I ever really met Ripley.
Yeah. I'm Ripley, I use any pronouns, and I am one of the former co-heads of Kpop.
Used to be your girl, now I'm used to being the girl. You sitting on your feelings and sitting on my throne. I ain't got no time for the troubles in your eyes. This time I'm only looking at me, myself, and I.
My first introduction to dance was actually K-pop. So I did ballet classes when I was 5 with like a really intense teacher, and that was just not the vibe for me, and some gymnastics. But my love for dance definitely started with K-pop. I found BTS when I was in 5th grade, and I remember trying to learn really hard dances in my room from these little YouTube videos and being so terrible. Like, I have videos of myself in my room trying to do things and just like like knocking over shelves, and it was really bad. And I just kept at it. I tried to learn as many dances as I could over the next few years. I went to summer camp, and I found for the first time fellow like K-pop fans, because there were really not many others around where, like in my little small town where I was growing up. And they recruited me for dances, and I remember one of them even said, like, if you kept on practicing, like, you could be really good, which obviously meant that I wasn't very good at the time. But I just kept on going, and at some point it went from, it takes 4 hours for me to learn 4 counts kind of thing, into like I can learn whatever, like 40 counts in 4 minutes kind of thing if I just go through it and go through it and go through it. And I'd say I definitely call myself like a dancer, but that is all thanks to me discovering BTS in 5th grade and trying to do the fire choreography and failing miserably.
I stutter and go all over the place, so you can edit.
Yeah, I can edit anything.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Hi, my name is Kevin Chen. I use he, him pronouns, and I was the co-head of K-pop club. Okay, so I never really was a dancer, other than middle school. My mom signed me up for some hip-hop classes. I was really bad. I was good with like timing, because if I wasn't on time, I would be very perfectionistic and annoyed about it. So I was on time. I couldn't hit the moves very like well, or like move my joints and things, and I didn't have the confidence either, so I dropped out of that hip-hop extracurricular. I didn't really like it. So I first joined K-pop club in freshman fall when I saw it on the club rally list on the spreadsheets, and we didn't do much other than have a few meetings, talk about some K-pop related stuff, watch like a Blackpink documentary. But when I first came on campus in freshman spring, that's when Phil Ko and Emily Huang, who were the co-heads at the time, they invited me to do my first ever K-pop dance, which was Get Cool by Stray Kids. And I found myself like struggling and I felt like I fell behind because I didn't know really how to dance, and everyone else seemed to have some experience, even though it wasn't like professional experience. But Phil and Emily were really supportive, and I found my ground when I made a video of Get Cool for everyone, because video was a more comfortable space for me.
Okay, go.
Hi, I'm Aviva. Should I look into the camera?
You look wherever you want, but I would prefer if you look into the camera.
Hi.
No.
Hi, I'm Aviva.
Emergency, Darren, you hear that?
You know I gotcha. You know that I got you like that. Ain't nobody gonna have your back like the way I do. Love it, just say you do. You know you got me.
I honestly never thought I could join something K-pop. Let me rephrase that. Cut. Rolling. Okay, action. So when I came to Andover, I'm looking that way. I was already in love with Jungkook and BTS and K-pop, and then I really wanted to dance, but then I was really shy. But then for some reason, I remember it was during COVID, so ASM was still on Zoom. It was still on Zoom, and then I watched K-pop Club perform Get Cool, and I was like, wait, I want to do this. And I signed up. I downloaded Discord for them. And then I texted Emily. I was like, yo, can I join? And she was like, yeah. And then we started practicing Valkyrie together. I had no idea what that song was, but I did it. And I just continued to dance more. And it's a very important part of my Andover life now.
So the first K-pop show, it happened in May of 2022, but we had been talking about it since maybe like the start of 2022, like January. It was me and Phil Ko. We were working on Dance Open at the time, which is like, I don't think it exists anymore, but it was the student choreographed dance project, dance performance, and so me and Phil were co-choreographing a song together, and so we worked really closely throughout all of winter term, my lower year, so this was like 2022, start of 2022, and so he had always wanted to have a performance with just K-pop, and I was always on board from the start. I thought that was a really cool idea, and I felt like at the time there's just been a lot more interest brewing in K-pop in general, just like as a phenomenon across the world and especially on campus as well.
When we set out sign-ups for people to be in performances such as Dance Open and Grasshopper, we wanted to give everyone who wanted to dance the space to dance, and Grasshopper and Dance Open just didn't provide that. And one of the philosophies of June is that anyone can dance. So after Phil turned over in my lower spring, Ripley, Sarah, and I, and the rest of the board, we worked very hard to make the first K-pop show happen.
Kind of just like a crazy idea. And because we had such a big leadership coming in from the COVID year, and because Phil promoted the club so hard, we were actually able to pull it off. So the very first K-pop show was in Kemper because Pan actually was not yet built, and the other big theater spaces were way too ambitious or already had shows going on in there. But we found Kemper, the lighting wasn't great, but I remember that first show, we filled the entire middle section, and to us, it felt like a full house. It was better than anything we could have hoped for. And there were so many routines, so many people coming out of the woodwork. Like, I had no idea that some of these people would be interested in doing a dance, but so many people came from all angles. And leading up to that first show, we all wore a lot of different hats. So it's like we all knew how to reserve a studio. We all were learning how to book a space and email people. And we were still only lowers. So it was a lot for us to learn. But we did all of that. And I think that's why even when things were really confusing last minute, we were able to make it work. We all just knew how to do everything.
Yeah, I mean, it was just such a cute, such an important like turning point for the club as well. And I think it was really successful, and I'm just so glad it became a tradition.
The following year, we got to perform in Pan, and it was a little bit of a pain in the ass to coordinate with the theater and dance department because it was a new thing. But they allowed it to happen, and we got amazing lighting and help of like amazing tech crew and 20 performances in our second K-pop show, and that just like made me really happy, and it was kind of like all of our little baby that we got to like help nurture.
We got even more ambitious, and from there K-pop Club just kept on growing. We asked more and more people to participate, the audience got bigger, and this past year I think has been our smoothest show yet.
Has been something that was kind of like intimidating to me before this term. It felt like something that was out of reach, and like now that I've done my first performance, like I feel like I can do my second, I feel like I can do my third, and I think it's like the K-pop club and its community that kind of helped me do this and like be more comfortable doing this and finding that like, hey, I actually can do this.
The seniors believing in me, even though like I've read on the senior board, even though I really had no experience, they were still like, nope, you can still do this, you can still come and dance with us and have a good time, and I had the best time doing all these performances.
I would definitely say this is one of the moments in my life that I'll always remember, and possibly it's something that has created this new love of dance within me, and it's something that I don't think I would have been able to pursue without the help of every single person in the K-pop board.
So K-pop board also made me really confident this year in general with how I feel about dancing and performing for other people. Because when I first got to Andover, I wasn't really sure what the K-pop community was like, and I didn't know if I would have opportunities to perform like in front of a large audience. And the K-pop boards really brought me so many chances for me to do that with pep rallies, with the K-pop show, and all other opportunities. So I'm really grateful that this has been a community where I can find new friends and also get to know so many new seniors that are on the senior board.
So it's so nice to just like see a group of people that are like so dedicated to what they're doing, and they care so much.
Board, I love you guys. In your times of need, just as in our times of need you helped us, I hope you'll look up at the sky and you'll see all those stars and know that those stars, they're shining just for you.
Oh yeah, you all are so talented, and no matter what you decide to do later in life, I know that that talent will carry you forward, and also your determination and just like your positive spirit will just, I know no matter what you decide to do, it'll help you be super successful at it. So good luck in college, we'll miss you, please come visit. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for teaching me all that I know about dance, and thank you so much for mentoring me through all of these years. I think my Andover experience would have been very different without Shaw, and I'll miss you.
You guys are too cool, and please keep being cool. Never stop being cool.
For all the seniors, I know y'all will do amazing in college. I know how dedicated the 5 of you are, and I hope you can bring your passion and your dedication wherever you go, which like I know you will. So, yay! Exciting things coming up in the future for all.
You guys mean a lot to Kpop Club, and you guys mean a lot to me, and I think you guys have done so much over the last 2-3 years, and like for the community, especially for like, I know for Kevin and Ridley, you guys have also done a lot for Photon. Like, all of you have done so much for the community around you, and I know everyone is really grateful to have had you guys here, and me too. And so, yeah, I think we'll just do our best to uphold your legacy, and best of luck moving forward.
How dare you, Edward? That was my genuine, heartfelt message. I say this to nobody. I don't tell anybody that the stars are shining just for me.
Okay.
Only you, Senior Board. The stars are shining just for you. Just for you, Senior Board. Just for you!
Okay, you can go now.